the news tonight. FCT Minister inaugurates newly appointed mandate secretaries. FCT wing of the Nigerian Union of Teachers calls off indefinite strike. And End Inequalities, End AIDS takes center stage on 2021 World AIDS Day. Very good evening, and thank you for joining us on the news at 7 on NTA Channel 5.
Of the administration, which is geared towards the restoration of the provisions of the Abuja Master Plan and to embrace the values of teamwork and effective communication, as well as to be innovative.
I enjoin you to get acquainted with basic public service rules and government procurement guidelines, and also embrace the values of teamwork and effective horizontal communication and cooperation.
Some of the appointees promised to hit the ground running for the task ahead.
We'll be looking at the entirety of the FCTA and ensuring that persons that we give money to do some things actually give us back quality services.
As long as there's a will, there's always a way. We're going to hit the ground running. We're going to pave a way for the youth, for the women, and for the general populace of FCT.
The newly inaugurated appointees of the FCT administration comprises of mandate secretaries, executive secretary FCDA, heads of agencies, and personal aides into relevant positions in the FCT administration. Shuaibu Onozeyaku, NTA News.
In the meantime, the FCT coalition of southern people comprising of indigents from the south and southeast regions living in the Federal Capital Territory have commended the FCT Minister Muhammad Musa Bello for visionary leadership in appointing reliable people to be part of the FCT administration. Hawa Gimba reports that the commendation came during a press briefing in Abuja. Commending the FCT Minister Muhammad Musa Bello on his focus and purposeful leadership and assigning special assistants to work for the FCTA, members of the FCT coalition of southern people living in the territory have assured the administration of their continued support and cooperation for better development of the FCT. Political leader of the southern people in the Federal Capital Territory and the Vice Chairman, Abuja Municipal Area Council, Lawrence Onochukwu, gave a tap on the back as the FCT minister in the recent appointment availed their sons and daughters' opportunity in the FCT administration.
Everybody is happy, and I want to use the opportunity as the leader of the people of the South in APC to thank, a very big thank you to Honorable Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Muhammad Musa Bello, and our leader, our father of the nation, Muhammad Buhari, who has also put his signature in this appointment.
FCT chairman of the South-South Forum, Abdul Wahab Ekende, further expressed his appreciation to the minister for recognizing the capacity of Mr. Ikairu Atta and Ms. Hail Mary Apo with positions to serve the administration.
Well, we want to give the Honorable Minister the benefit of doubt that yes, our people are part of the government and they will support him, and we will give them all the needed support to support his administration to succeed.
When it comes to the issue of the board appointment, as the vice chairman of AMAC and others, I've also told you, the minister is passionate about it. He has given us very sensitive positions in government here, and we are grateful together will make an impact, far more impact in governance.
We appreciate our honorable minister for the opportunity and privilege given to us to serve in his government, and we want to say thank you to the honorable minister.
The meeting was fully attended by members of the coalition of southern people living in the Federal Capital Territory, including traditional rulers who promised to continue to support the FCT administration. Hawa Gimba, NTA News. To other news now, following the 1st of December deadline, that all federal civil servants provide a proof of COVID-19 vaccination before being allowed into the office, Deborah Gazaji-Maika was at the Federal Secretariat to see the level of compliance and enforcement of the order.
No way will not prioritize the issue of health. And if policies like this will make people to come out to be vaccinated against this deadly disease, I think is the way to go.
With or without the COVID-19 vaccination card, some civil servants were given waiver and allowed into their offices with a one-day grace given to them to go and get vaccinated. Meanwhile, some federal civil servants who were denied entry at the gates of the head of service declined comment on the matter. Away from the Federal Secretariat to some vaccination centers in the city, NTA News captured the rush by some people to get vaccinated. Deborah Gazaji-Maika, NTA News.
And figures from the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, as at 30th November 2021, indicates 16 new cases of COVID-19 in the FCT. Number of confirmed cases, 23,513. Active cases, 92. Number of discharged cases, 23,197. And 224 deaths have been recorded in the Federal Capital Territory.
Your kids winning energy. Milo Active Go, with the goodness of malt, milk and cocoa, helps them make the most of every day. Milo, the energy to go further.
World AIDS Day is one of the 8 official global health campaigns set aside by the World Health Organization. It is observed December 1 of every year. Health correspondent Hakimat Aliyu reports that HIV/AIDS since 1980s remain a public health issue around the world.
Statistics by the World Health Organization puts it that about 34 million people world over have HIV, with over 25 million deaths recorded from AIDS between 1981 to 2016. And Nigeria is said to have the highest HIV burden in Africa. Dr. Uche Okoro, Project Manager, FCT, Agency for Control of AIDS, however, noted that significant progress has been recorded, bringing down the prevalence.
We have also been able to see good results in terms of reduction in HIV prevalence, both at subnational and national levels.
Assessing the world's resolve to end the AIDS epidemic by 2030, Dr. Okoro says strategies have been mapped out to achieve this goal.
We are working in that regard. We are now what we call the last mile of achieving that world target of ending AIDS in 2030. Nationally, out of 1.8 million, we have been able to identify 1.6 million and link to care.
A large number of infected population are said to have been captured and placed on treatment. As with access to treatment, people with HIV and AIDS are living a healthy and long life. Hence the emphasis on the need to know your status and seek medical help. In Abuja, Hakimat Aliyu, NTA News.
The Nigerian Union of Teachers FCT wing has suspended the indefinite strike embarked on due to the non-payment of outstanding arrears. Hadiza Godwin-Ebune has the situation reports.
That is a call to academic, as the FCT Local Education Authority teachers have suspended the indefinite industrial action embarked upon by the Nigerian Union.
Postponed it to 6th of this month, which is Monday, and you can see me, we are on. Definitely we are going to meet the time.
I'm happy that I'll continue with my education.
And I feel happy and excited that school is resuming, and I want to learn more from education.
Stakeholders in the education sector say all hands must be on deck to make sure all loose ends are tackled in order to provide lasting solution. Hadiza Godwin-Ebune, NTA News.
Give your kids winning energy. Milo Active Go, with the goodness of malt, milk and cocoa, helps them make the most of every day. Milo, the energy to go further.
Talking sports now, Nigerian table tennis player Aruna Quadri sets record as he emerges 13th in the latest International Table Tennis Federation ranking as Federation of International Basketball Association moves Nigeria Basketball Federation Electoral Congress deadline to January 30. Let's join Miracle Faka for details on Sports Brief.
World Basketball Governing Body Federation of International Basketball Association (FIBA) has extended the deadline earlier given to the Nigeria Basketball Federation to hold its Electoral Congress to January 30, 2022. FIBA earlier deadline to MBBF ended November 30th to conduct election into the board of the federation. The new date, according to FIBA, is expected to give basketball stakeholders enough time to resolve their differences and organize fresh elections that could usher in new representatives. In less than 4 days after setting an African record as the first player to reach the quarter-final stage in the ITTF World Table Tennis Championships, Quadri Haruna has set another African record following the release of the latest ITTF ranking yesterday. The Nigerian was ranked 17 in the world before the ITTF World Table Tennis Championship held in Houston, Texas, United States. Based on the feats in Houston, Aruna has gained 4th step in the ranking and is now rated 13 in the world, making him the first African to be so ranked. Meanwhile, Manchester City female team striker Ellen White broke England women's all-time scoring record as the Lioness record their biggest ever victory by crushing Latvia 20-0 in World Cup qualifying on Tuesday. With Sports Brief, Miracle Faga, NTA News.
And before we go, here's a quick reminder. Go take your COVID-19 vaccine and keep safe at all times. That concludes the news in English. Up next is the news translations. Thanks for watching.
Give your kids winning energy. Milo Active Go. With the goodness of malt, milk, and cocoa, helps them make the most of every day. Milo, the energy to go further.
Magbaje we shaje wo wona bi ku shagbadai iwa na ba she babadai wo me press Yusuf Ayuba wono agwa na ba je gai gwamnati la bagbatu ga aza nge anyaka yi wo woyi akizi na tete shi ba mbwa ba tutu ga ina npe yenyi nge ba shi ba tutu ntu ngechiya ba vi ba tutu bagbatu Minister Kizina ya Mohammed Musa Bello wonu beida bada da kwa ini sanu wo be ku ba ana tutu jinya shaboni ze Yakubu wa bele sheba ansapa yin wa gan ga aza na tunu ba ai ga ba tutu yin ku dad na ina mada nge baba shin tutu ye kwa yin tu nu ba bagbatu ntu Kizina abigibo za zahanya kiye na yenu beishi enyipe kmasi aga nge agomnati atetishi bawu bagmi nge baku nge korona achifi akpe baye ge balefi mba atetu jimba Deborah Gazaje Maika ya na baji go ngai wa nwa le shebanyi nguna gomnati atetishi ba na gban wada nge ayeku azaho ayeku azaho fage ba lefi na tete ba azaho ainga ataye ge ba lefi na tete ba ala impie gban kma baga nge ba wu bagmi nge bala korona achifi wagodo wenga nge azate sason azabe lo twetwei na ba bago achie kwa ntige aye ge ba lefi na tete ba ntige ala bagbotutu azawo to hwachu ataye go lo gwamnati atete ba ayiki anyawu nge gbadokun ekisidna nsapa kpajeyan bala pomo food na bala batutu ba anyawu atete yi nge bajezolo ba atete ba Hadiza Godwin ibone ya na baje go ngai wada nge anyawu belo mtaye mnaji sheba ntu nge gwamnati to baba ba giyon ajokokwayin tala mwa gwamnati in ce shi ba anya wi ekizi na badai nge ba kapunu agaba ba takpe tuchen bat nai ba to ba yanu she azana gba ba sase ko ilodo chenaji ba yi nge ajezolo atete shi ba na ba ajege ya shi tutu mana ntu ya bibo ntu ekiya abijibo magbaje she ko nudu sase be jado.
Masu kallon mu barkanmu da yammaci ga fasarar takaitattun labarai mai karantawa Isiyaku Buhari Suleja. An shawarci sabbin sakatarori da kuma waɗanda suka samu makamai 'yan siyasa a babban birnin tarayya da su yi aiki da gaskiya domin a samu cin buri da gwamnati babban birnin tarayya ta sa a gaba. Wakilinmu Shu'aibu Onozo Yakubu ya ruwaito mana cewa wanda ya bayar da shawarar shine ministan babban birnin tarayya Muhammad Musa Bello a lokacin da ake rantsar da su a babban ɗakin taro na ma'aikatar hukumar raya babban birnin tarayya da ke Abuja, wanda 'yan uwa da abokan arziki da kuma 'yan siyasa suka halarta don taya su murna. Bayan sanarwa da aka bayar na cewa dukkan ma'aikatan gwamnatin tarayya su koma bakin aiki ɗaya ga wannan wata da kuma rike katin shaidar tabbatar da cewa sun yi allurar rigakafin coronavirus kafin a basu su shiga ma'aikatarsu. Wakiliyarmu Deborah Gazaji Mika ta ruwaito mana cewa ta kai ziyarar gani da ido don ganin yadda ma'aikatar suka bayar da haɗin kai da kuma yadda dokar yake, inda ta bayyana cewa wayansu ma'aikatan wanda ba su samu yi ba an ba su ƙarin kwana ɗaya an kuma amince masu da su shiga wajajen aikinsu. Ƙungiyar malamai na ƙasa sashin babban birnin tarayya ta dakatar da yajin aiki da ta shiga saboda rashin biyan su waɗansu hakkokinsu da suke bi. Wakiliyarmu Hadiza Godwin Evoni ta ruwaito mana cewa ƙungiyar ta kira yajin aiki ne bayan kammala taron gaggawa, ta miƙa sako a rubuce na janye daga yajin da kuma bayarwa 'ya'yanta umarnin komawa bakin aikin. A ziyarar gani da ido da ta kai wayansu makarantu wanda ta bayyana da cewa sun koma bakin aiki kuma yaran makarantu sun ci gaba da daukar darasi. Jama'a, ƙarshen fasara takaitattun labaran kenan, ku kwana lafiya.
Igbo ekele m gị, oge erukwala ọzọ maka akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Aha m bụ Rachel Ifi Ono. Nara ogere akụkọ ụwa n'uju ya. Ndị enyere ọkwa ọhụrụ na ndị nke ahọpụtara site na ndọrọndọrọ ọchịchị n'isi ala anyị abụrụla ndị agbara ume ka ha tinye uchu n'ihe banyere iwugharị isi ala anyị. Shuaibu Onozo Yakubu wetara akụkọ na minista n'isi ala anyị Muhammad Musa Bello nyere ndụmọdụ a mgbe emerubere emume iji nabata ha n'ụlọ ọrụ bụ nke ha mere n'isi ala anyị. Ndị enyere ọkwa n'aka nke ha kwupụtakwara ịdị uchu ha n'ime ka isi ala anyị bụrụ ịgba. dịka taa bụ abalị nke mbụ nke ọnwa Disemba bụ ụbọchị ikpeazụ enyere ndị ọrụ bekee iji gosi ihe ịrịba ama gosiri na ha agbaala ọgwụ mgbochi nje korona tupu ha abanye n'ụlọ ọrụ ha. Debra Gazajimaika, mgbe ọ garuru n'ụlọ ọrụ gọọmenti ala anyị dị n'isi ala anyị, wetara akụkọ na enyere ndị na-agbabeghị ya bụ ọgwụ otu ụbọchị iji hụ na ha mere nke a. Ya bụ onye ọrụ anyị zọpụkwara njem gaa na ogige ebe ndị a na-agba ya bụ ọgwụ mgbochi ma weta akụkọ na ndị mmadụ jupụtara na ya bụ ogige ma na-agba ọgwụ mgbochi nje korona. Otu jikọrọ ndị nkụzi ala anyị ngalaba isi ala anyị akwụsịtụla abụba ọrụ ha na-agba n'ihi ụgwọ eji ha. Hadiza Godwin Ebune, mgbe o mere njem ọrụ gaa n'ụlọ akwụkwọ dị iche iche n'isi ala anyị, wetara akụkọ na ụmụ akwụkwọ na ndị nkụzi alaghachila azụ na klaasị ha dị iche iche ma na-agụ akwụkwọ n'uju. Ndị nkụzi n'aka nke ha mekwara ka ọ mata na ha ga-agba ọbara ike ha ịhụ na ha kụzichara ihe niile ha kwesịrị ịkụzi dịka o si wee dị n'akwụkwọ ntụziaka ha. Onye ọma na-ege ntị, ọkwa n'ebe a ka anyị pịachara akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Chebirikwa anyị n'ihe oge a echi niile. Ndewo.
Àsìkò dédé wòyí ìròyìn iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún ti ìlú Àbújá ló ń dé sí etí ìgbọ̀nyín. Bọ́lájí Mátìnì oníròyìn. Ìmọ̀ràn ti wáyé fún àwọn tí ìjọba ìlú Àbújá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ yàn sípò láti ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun lórí àwọn ètò ìjọba. Alákòójọpọ̀ ìròyìn Ṣùáìbù Yakubu ròyìn wípé aláṣẹ ìlú Àbújá Muhammadu Musa Bello ló gbé ìmọ̀ràn ọ̀hún kalẹ̀ bí ẹbí ọ̀rẹ́ àti ojúlùmọ̀ ṣe ń bá àwọn olóyè tuntun ọ̀hún yọ̀ nínú gbọ̀ngàn àpérò ti iléeṣẹ́ ìjọba ìlú Àbújá níbi tí ọ̀pọ̀ wọn ti pinnu àti ṣiṣẹ́ ọ̀hún bí ó ti tọ́ àti bí ó ti yẹ. Alákòójọpọ̀ ìròyìn Deborah Gazajimaika dé olú iléeṣẹ́ ìjọba àpapọ̀ l'Àbújá láti mọ bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ sí lórí ìgbésẹ̀ ìjọba wípé àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ àti àwọn tí wọ́n yàn sípò láti ṣe ìfihàn wípé wọ́n gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjàkálẹ̀ àrùn ìyẹn ti COVID-19 kí wọ́n tó wọ inú yàrá iṣẹ́ wọn. Ó fi yé wa nínú ìjábọ̀ rẹ̀ wípé wọ́n fún ọ̀pọ̀ láǹfààní ọjọ́ kan láti gba